What is up, everybody? It is Tim Barnes and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over why I would buy personally a new home versus an old one in today's market. There is a lot of talk as to what the market is going to do this year coming up in 2026, and if I should buy a used home, if I should even buy a home at all, and or should I buy new, should I wait, all this stuff going on. Well, I want to specifically talk about buying old versus new. So recently there was these clients of mine that was looking to purchase their first home, and we had some time, so we wanted to kind of see everything on the market. However, after going through their needs analysis, we were able to find a few homes that fit their criteria pretty quickly. So as we started to go look at those homes, we started to find out that what we could get, really, we couldn't get as much bang for our buck. So about a 1,400 square foot home in and around the Tulsa area for approximately $230,000. Like, this is our budget. As we did find a couple homes in their price range, what we found is a lot of those homes were actually properties that investors had done. With some of these investment properties, I just don't think they were very nice. I think they were rehabbed pretty poorly for what we can see as to what they're buying the properties for and about how much they're putting into the property and what they're in selling them for. Now, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, but as an investor that does this full time as well as helping people buy and sell, like, I do both of those things as evenly. So I help as many buyers and sellers as I do rehab property. I also build new homes. So whenever I look at it from a consumer standpoint and from somebody that's helping them, right? Helping somebody, like, I have a fiduciary duty to help these people. I look at that home, at an older home, that the roof is not new. Maybe the roof is new, but then the finishes aren't that nice. It's old tile. Maybe the floor plan doesn't work out that well. Like, it's just different. Sometimes the laundry was outside, as opposed to the other side that we found, which are these new construction homes like D.R. Horton, Lennar, Simmons and Capital Homes and Executive Homes and all these different builders out there. I was like, why don't we consider looking at those? Because for what we can get for $230,000, also where the investors are not willing to pay a commission to an agent, actually heard that today, and not wanting to pay any of the buyer's closing costs. You're a buyer, a listing agent is like, hey, we'll pay you 3%, bring us a buyer. And we're like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Now, it's not about me, it's ultimately about them finding the right home. But then whenever you get there and you bring them a really good offer, and then they're like, oh, well, we'll do that, but we're not gonna pay any of your commission, or we'll pay 1% of your commission. What incentive would I have to want to sell your home? None. Like, whenever I can go to a new home and a builder will pay the 3%, not only will they do that, their lenders and our lenders can get you a down payment assistance program that you can pay later into the future and or over the life of the loan, so that you can keep that money on you now, because money is worth more today than it is going to be tomorrow, would be my guess based on inflation. This is a lot I'm giving you, I understand. But then also will pay for some of your closing costs and up to $8,000, sometimes more of your closing costs, escrows and prepaids. And it's a good floor plan layout. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, at least 2-car garage, sometimes in some cases 3-car garage, in some cases 4-bedroom. Around that $250,000 marker, if you look at what is used on the market coming on by an investor and or by a resale that needs work, that's an older home, probably 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, is what you're gonna find in this price range, to something that is brand new, built in 2025, 2026. They're the same price today. Now, back in the day, they didn't used to be the same price, but today they are. So if you brought it back to my opinion as should I buy old versus new, I think it's a no-brainer, actually. Now, whenever it changes, but the conditions get better in the resale properties, whenever they can compete with them, if you look at it like this, like new construction and resale, we kind of follow that. So when they're at the height of the market getting higher prices, well, whenever it tips down and they become a better product than us, we're in trouble in a resale. So we are chasing them down the market and we're chasing them up the market. So whenever you see the balance tip and new construction homes become just as good of a deal or a better deal than a resale property, I would say the market has changed on you. Now, the whole speculation as to what the Fed rate did, and it's dropping by 3 basis points, and what that's going to look like on our interest rates going into 2026, it's probably going to be put into the chairman of the Fed. I know that's who they're pushing for. Is he going to be more aggressive? Now, they've only talked about reducing that by 1/4 point in a market to where it's kind of volatile, right? Gas prices are still high. Food prices are still high. Interest rates are still high, even though they've come down 3/4 of a basis point. My opinion, if I was looking at a home today, I would look at a new home versus an old home. That's what I got for you. If I can help you to look at some of those new homes, we know all of the new home construction properties that are available right now. We have reached out to every builder that we could find in and around the Tulsa metro area, and we have gotten a list of their inventories for 2025 and 2026 for what's left of 25. We are very familiar with the product that they are selling out there and what incentives they are offering. So feel free to call, text, email me. Our information is down there below. I've got some other videos in here. If you're a brand new first-time home buyer and you're thinking about like what the closing costs, escrows and prepaids versus the down payment means and all that stuff, we specialize in helping the first-time home buyer, and we also specialize in listing properties. We are in real estate. This is what we do, and I look forward to helping you. So until the next video, I hope you reach out to me. I'd love to help you with any needs that you are looking for in buying or selling a property, specifically buying a home, because I know the market out there and how to help you. So again, I hope this helps, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.